Hello, chess fans. Welcome to the interview with Grandmaster Aleksandar Indjic. Aleksandar, thank you for accepting this interview. It's a pleasure to have you.
Hello, Goran. Thank you for the invitation.
A few days ago, you won the European Individual Chess Championship. How do you feel now?
Well, now after euphoria is more or less over, now the tiredness came, so I'm trying to recover for a couple of days. But overall, I'm quite happy with everything that happened in the recent times.
You made a big streak of 5 consecutive wins in the middle of the tournament, culminating with the victory against the top-seeded Vlad Fedoseev. At which point did you start to think that you have a chance at winning the championship?
Well, the way I see it, it's dual because before this tournament, my initial idea was just qualification for the World Cup. But career-wise and in general, I always wanted to win this tournament sometime in the future. But now, as things started rolling and I started picking up good form, and also not less important that it seemed my opponents were making occasionally big blunders, which was of course very helpful. So I think winning versus Fedoseev was very important in that sense that I realized, okay, this is actually mine for the taking in a way, especially because I had negative score in versus him in classical chess, and also that I won with black pieces. So that was a first serious wake up call for me. Okay, this is getting serious now.
And in the last round, you're a half a point ahead of Grandmaster Darda, but you play against him with the black pieces. What was your strategy for that game?
Well, it was actually a little bit funny because till that point I had 5 out of 5 with black pieces, and it seemed to me that things are going really well with black pieces. And of course, my strategy, considering the draw was enough for first place, I wanted to get a solid game to play something healthy and to put some extra pressure on him to complicate matters and to take extra risk. And for that reason, I decided to go with the Queen's Gambit declined, and more or less things went well for me in the opening, even though I mixed up the move orders that I planned to play in preparation. But overall, it was more or less balanced game throughout, and I was able to contain him.
And it was drawn in 20-something moves.
Yeah, but of course it was a battle, but it shows that I did my part of the job quite well.
Yeah, your plan worked. You're known as a very sharp competitor with an exciting style of play. Who were your trainers and who influenced you the most in forming your style?
Well, I would say I was trying to learn from many different styles and players, and as I was growing as a chess player, I was enjoying games from many different eras of champions, modern grandmasters. But I would like to pinpoint 2 grandmasters who helped me individually, with whom I was training. I would like to mention legendary Yugoslavian grandmaster Velimirovic and super grandmaster Morozovic. I think that they were two people who were quite influential on my chess playing career, on my sort of they inspired me both by their play and behavior, and I was able to learn directly from them and steal some tricks, I guess.
Okay, this explains a lot.
Also, yeah, I would also like to mention that I come from a chess family, and that my father Dusan is international master, my older brother Stefan is candidate master. So I started and had some I would say like clear pluses compared to other people my age. So I was lucky enough to have them as a starting point.
That's great. You're also the reigning Serbian champion. You won 5 national championships so far, if I'm correct. How difficult is to compete with Pretki, Sarana, Ivic, Ivanišević?
Well, it's both a pleasure and a challenge. And in general, I'm quite happy that I succeeded in winning my 5th national title because from long time ago, I had this idea. For some reason, 5 is my favorite number, and I wanted to have 5 because I always thought like 1 or 2 is not enough. 3 is some kind of small number, but 5 is a real mark, the way I see it. And competing with Velimir, Ivan, Sarana, it was quite a challenge, and I'm glad that I successfully did it this year.
And all of you together as Team Serbia, you are the reigning European team champions. Is this the new golden era of Serbian chess?
Well, it seems so, because not only we succeeded in winning European Championship, we also had a great showing at the Chess Olympiad. We shared from second to sixth place and took fifth at the end, but we were sort of, I mean, India was in a category on their own on the Olympiad, but we were going sort of neck by neck with all the other superpowers in chess. And considering that Serbia is not such a big country, even though we have a great chess tradition, it's pretty cool results, and I hope that it will continue in the future, and that golden era of Serbian chess just started.
Actually, in the Olympiad, you were the top European team once again. And last year, before you, actually, Alexei Sarana was the European champion. He was also champion in rapid chess. So it's quite a big list of titles attached to your names throughout.
Yeah, in recent times for sure. Also, I would like to mention national team coach Miodrag Perunovic, who is also a great part of the whole project and successes of Serbian national team, and also a coach Milos Perunovic. So he was helping a little bit more concretely with the prep, but both of them were invaluable part of our team, and also I would like to mention their names as well. So
of course, that's great. Miodrag Perunovic, the butcher, is the famous motivator. You cannot play bad when you are under his guidance.
Exactly, and the way I see it, it's actually very important to have those type of guys in your team, because I'm very happy to both make him happy, and also I see that he's closely sort of connected to the outcome of the match, and it's obvious from his behavior that sort of it really means a lot to him. And when I see that, I'm more motivated to try to play even better. And not only that, but I think he is also in general how to say, like, a lucky person. And I think the project that he takes, that he is a very good energy and brings lots of positive stuff. So in general, the way I see it, when you are playing professionally, you don't need in general somebody to teach you how to play chess, but more like somebody with whom you're happy to go into the battle, and with whom you're ready to sort of put your neck on the line in a way. And I'm glad that Michko Miodrag, the butcher, is that guy.
Are you a professional chess player, or you have other occupation?
I'm playing professionally. I never tried anything else. For a short period of time, I was studying in college, but I stopped that, and I'm playing professionally since then.
Do you think you have enough opportunities to play in strong tournaments?
Well, yes and no. I think if you're that good, you're going to be able to improve your rating even by playing open tournaments. I'm not denying that they're quite tough to gain rating there, because especially considering the number of underrated players with all this coefficient, and it's unclear how strong they are. But in general, I wouldn't mind if I had some opportunity to test myself versus top guys a little bit more frequently, because I think I could say something in those matches as well. And I doubt that it would be one-sided. But in general, I am aware that my rating is still a little bit lagging, and I guess 2700 is needed to get some proper invitations. But the way I see it, this winning the European Championship is a step in the right direction. So now I guess something like that could come up, and I would gladly accept it and would like to test myself.
Okay, but your style of play is also kind of inviting for these big rating jumps, ups and downs. So
yeah, and in general, the way I see it, I guess it's quite okay. I'm not gonna say exciting, but quite watchable, because I don't have that many games in general who end up in eventless draws, let's say. So in that sense, I guess when I'm in the tournament, I'm usually creating some some mess either for myself or my opponent, and usually people appreciate that.
Yeah, I agree. Do you compete in online events?
Yeah, from time to time, I usually try to play the Chess.com Rapid events and occasionally Title Tuesdays when obligations are when I don't play in tournaments or when I'm at home. So in general, I try to play official events, and nowadays rarely I go for some training blades. Maybe I'm gonna step it up before World Championship in New York, but so far in recent times I'm not that active anymore.
How did you do in Champions Chess Tour? Did you qualify for the top divisions?
Yeah, I think I played 3 out of 4 events. One I couldn't play because of some tournament, but in 2 of those I was able to qualify once for third division and once for second division. And I consider that sort of a decent result because there are dozens of strong grandmasters there, and in general, I hope that Chess.com will continue organizing them because it's an opportunity to test yourself and also to earn a decent prize.
I heard Danny Ranch said next year they might cancel them, so that would be a pity.
Danny, please consider your stance once more.
We will forward your message to Danny.
Yeah.
There is this hot topic of cheating, and it's connected to the previous question. There is a lot of talk of cheating in online chess, and now we also have over-the-board cases. What is your opinion about this?
Well, I'm team. There is lots of cheating. I'm leaning towards that, and I think it's an existential problem, especially for online chess, but also OTB. And for example, even though I guess people were surprised by my result, I wouldn't be against. Okay, if somebody has some questions, okay. I think there should be a change of tone about that topic, because usually people are considering that it's a huge insult, but in a way, I guess if people are accusing you, it's a compliment of the highest regard in a way. I'm not saying you should be thankful for that, but in a way, it should be a sign that lots of strong grandmasters cannot handle you. And in that sense, I think that there should be a sort of a change of a thought process. And I think it's necessary, especially for today's time. And I would like to see that happen. And also, if possible, some concrete action from FIDE. I'm not really sure what chess.com is doing. I guess they're trying something. I'm not involved, nor do I know any details. But in general, one of the reasons why I'm not more active online is because I have my suspicions, and it actually pretty frequently ruins my day mood, and I really dislike when I think it's happening. So it's quite pointless to play if that's a thing.
That's a really interesting angle. So very often you have a feeling that someone is cheating against you online.
Well, I wouldn't say very often, but okay, let's try to generalize a little bit. Maybe during the Title Tuesdays, in general, I would say 1 to 2 people per tournament. When I'm lucky, I don't think there are any, but in general, I would say around 1, 2 per event.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion. I don't have proof, of course, just lots of experience playing versus top guys in Blitz as well, playing versus anybody in the world, Magnus included. So whenever I see something, usually there is this feeling like you're punching into the wall. And with all the top players, there is a feeling like there is a battle going on. There is a chance, but somehow something like there is a lamp inside me that goes that something is wrong. And usually it's not that easy for me to battle that feeling away. And I'm not denying probably that ruins my level of play, especially once you start giving extra thoughts to that idea. But I don't know what could be a potential solution. So for now, I'm trying to play official events, but I don't really like to, especially don't like to play with anonymous accounts.
And what about the European Championship in Petrovets now? What were the anti-cheating methods there? Were you happy about them?
Well, I guess it was the usual type of control, electronic devices, like when we were going through the airport. And also occasionally, I was once invited to get like a private check.
Okay.
When they were going, and I think that's normal, especially considering my results in the event. So the way I see it, it seemed that the organization was doing something on that topic. I don't know if it could be improved or not. In general, I guess that's a serious topic for FIDE to start considering. In general, I don't have a good knowledge about computers, potential anti-cheating measures, but to me, it seems that there is lots of room for improvement. Maybe to hire and to give some bounty to someone who is a professional to come up with all the possibilities that cheating could be prevented, maybe some kind of device. I don't think that's such a okay. I'm not gonna say it's not difficult, but I think it should be sort of on the list of priorities, because if we cannot sort of confirm that chess is clean, then everything else is sort of starting to move, and it's hard to keep the game as it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is your prediction for the World Championship match in Singapore?
Well, I'm gonna go for I'm gonna be Mr. Obvious and say to me it seems that Gukesh is gonna win, especially considering Ding's recent play. I personally would like Ding to win. I prefer him. I would like him to come up in a great form, and I was able to see a couple of I think his small. I guess there was an interview during the opening ceremony or something like that. I seen a couple of his sentences from that part, and to me it felt like he just by the sound of something that of his statements, it seemed that he's in a better state of mind than he was before. So it looks like it's going to be a serious match. I would like it to be a festival of chess, and I look forward to seeing that. And would like to mention that in 3 days I'm traveling to Singapore, playing the open event that is organized besides. And if there is time, I would like to visit it in person and try to sense the tension, atmosphere, and to see what all the hype is about.
Okay, that would be great. Really, you mentioned also you will play World Rapid and Blitz in New York. Is it expensive?
Well, things started going my way since I won this event, and some friends appeared who would like to sponsor me for that event. So yeah, probably that's not going to be an issue for me. Otherwise, I would pay my own expenses. I mean, now after winning European, that would not be a problem, of course. But in general, it's nice that people are recognizing and are ready to support this result. So I'm grateful for that.
Okay, besides Singapore and New York, what are your other plans?
Till the end of the year, that's more or less it, because till now, I think I played quite a lot of games, especially in the last couple of months. So I feel quite exhausted overall. And in the next year, I would like to take a couple of months break in the beginning, let's say from January till March, and get some new ideas to work a bit more, try to regain like some extra energy and taste for competing. Also, I would like to start thinking about World Cup as well, and I guess I'm not sure if I'll be invited or enter via rating or something like that. I would like to play in the Grand Swisses next year as well. So I would like to try maybe to focus on official cycles. I'm not saying the idea is to win the whole thing, but now, of course, ambition is increasing, and I would like to show myself in the best form in those official events, and to try to see if I'm able to come into some chance there. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be tough for everybody, but now I'm running this high from the Europeans, so as they say, appetite is increasing with eating. So now I look forward to those.
Okay, Alexander, that sounds like a great plan. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Good luck in Singapore, and I hope to talk to you again after maybe good result in New York.
Yeah, thank you very much once again for invitation, and I hope there will be a real reason to talk again in the future.